this tradition of doing plays, graduate students, Caltech, when Richard Green was here, was the technique director, was a student at Caltech, and they allowed exactly one undergrad to be in one of their plays. And that turned out to be Todd Morrison, who's now at NOAO as well. So there is precedent here.
Yes.
In a way, it's good news. The sun is one.
I think I have some projection of the
You know, it could be it's open. Well, you know, here, there's shelters there.
So we're going to start in a minute or two, and while you take your seats, we have the Not Ready for Dark Time Players Symphony Orchestra and Kazoo Band, but this is only the string section. So they have an overture for you, and then we'll get started.
Well, it's 3:20. Where is everybody? I see George Reiki is seated in the first class section. Well, Marcia is somewhere way back there. What do you think this is, a flight to Atlanta? I know we have some undergrads and they took the free food but didn't eat before it started. So, I guess we better get started.
I can start coffee. I found this pulchritudinous poster outside my office door last night, and I haven't actually read the grad play script, but from the looks of this poster, I can estimate the conclusions. I assume from this that they're going to be making the obvious sort of launch delay jokes, and now that sort of has launched and has a name, people, I do not think that these kinds of jokes are going to just cut it anymore.
I agree. Worn-out jokes and cheesy props just can't compete in the era of survey science and large collaboration. I mean, when Sloan publishes its consortium play next year, its 1,600 authors will have produced 100 times the funny as this puny work. I mean, these 13 graduate students should just give up and join the collective, or consortium. Resistance is futile.
So we went mountain biking this weekend and to Nimbus afterwards.
Excellent. It was a good time.
Yeah, well.
Anyone else? Okay, well, I brought this poster. And, frankly, I'm confused by the reasoning here. It's not obvious to me that the grad play is productive at all, or that science isn't fun. Come on, a little easy quantum electrodynamics for a journal club, that's fun. Muonium. It's even fun to say, muonium. Two finals for cosmology, that's fun. A good productive time. Now, the grad play, definitely not productive, and they always go for the obvious jokes.
Oh, wait. The grad play looks like it started.
I am Jowie of Sloan. The grad play is irrelevant. You will be assimilated.
Well, since the grad play appears to be at the top of the agenda, we also have this other poster. Without delving into the script, it appears that Anne is cast as yet another princess. It suggested that another tape from Margaret Geller's office was stolen. Star Wars is one thing, but a parody of The Lord of the Rings is an aggressive plan.
You used to be a grad student at Stewart. When do you think you'll be in the play?
Well, I don't know for sure, but as I'm married to a grad student, I've heard certain rumors.
We are the Sloan. The submillimeter is irrelevant. We are building a better future for all of astronomy. Resistance is futile.
Hi, everybody. Here, have a coffee mug. Here, take it.
Really like hiking and observing the Arizona seems like a place for me. The last professor I talked to said that science copy was a great place to be doing astronomers.
Are you on the agenda? You know, the agenda. You send in the paper to the email address you want to talk about, and no one actually reads it, but we speculate wildly anyway.
I don't think so.
Well, I guess we can make an exception this time. What did you say you were interested in?
Well, I really like galaxies in the high redshift universe, and I really like observing. I've heard the weather here in Tucson is just great.
Weather is irrelevant. Observing is irrelevant. You too will become one with the Sloan.
So here's another lame intermission while we desperately try to figure out where we put all the props. This is the Magic Astronomy 8-ball to help you predict what the tack will say. So you can ask the Magic 8-ball things like, you know, will my referee accept my proposal, accept my submitted paper? And it'll tell you things like, referee says need more data. Shake it up some more. Let's see, referee says cite my papers. So this is quite useful. We may have more of these if we think them up in the next 5 minutes. But next up, we have a new script called Hans and Steinmetz.
Hello, I am Hans.
And I am Franz, and the Steinmetz. We are going to pump you up. Hey Hans, watch me lift my hard drive with my rock-hard muscle.
My friend Matthias here. He was once an assistant professor, weakling like all you flabby professors. But then he went on the Stewart Observatory German director Burkhard plan. And now he's director of an institute.
I have a budget, yeah? That's my directorial muscle. I am macho like dark matter, not a wimp like a particle physicist.
We have beamed him up, yeah.
I even beat up observers and steal their telescope time for rain.
We are here on behalf of German astronomy to find director for the new Max Planck Institute for Theoretical Radio X-ray Gravity. And so we are here with all you squirrely men at Stewart Observatory.
Yeah, here at Stewart there is always a couple up-and-coming German faculty whom we can steal back to Germany.
Hello, we need some help finding new professors.
Yeah, they keep changing their offices on us.
We are looking for the next up-and-coming German faculty. We have procured a list of names. Here we go. Do you know where Michael von Meyer is?
But he's not German.
No? Where is he from?
Missouri. St. Louis.
Missouri. St. Louis.
The place with the arch.
McDonald's. He is Scottish. No good. How about Dr. Eisenstein?
Technology final.
But this is not exam time.
I know. He's not German either.
What? Peter keeps giving us these lists of new hires, and we told him they were okay because there were so many Germans on the list.
We are going to have to flex some directorial muscle, you know?
Wait, there's more. How about Dr. Bechtel?
And I don't care if I have to go to the governor. The president of this university is a moron. And if Peter supports him, he's a moron too. There is no way in hell that they're going to turn all of the women's bathrooms into grad student offices.
I have some fear in me now.
I am quaking in my directorial boots. Perhaps we are not yet ready for such a director.
Gerhard Schmidt.
Not German. Already has a directorship.
Xiaoyi Fan.
He would not look good in lederhosen.
There's only one name left.
Frau Greisel,
Yeah?
you are German?
Yeah?
Good, you are now Frau Director Greisel. You will not resist, because I am Hans.
And I am Steinmetz.
And we
You're
are
going
here
to pump you are.
Good afternoon and welcome to KLBT News. I am Bob Rappaport. We now bring you breaking news from the Office of the Director. Stewart intelligence agents surfing the web for jobs have uncovered secret documents detailing the strategic plan of the National Optical Astronomy Observatories. Secretary of CERDIF, George Reiki, announced that there is abundant evidence that NOAO is capable of developing and deploying instruments of mass publication. KLBT will keep you updated as more information becomes available.
on TV. It's always those silly reality shows. Like,
Tonight on Who Wants to Marry a Postdoc? From the original group of 15 young ladies, he has narrowed the field down to the final 2. He will make his final decision tonight. How will the woman he chooses react when he says the magic word?
I've had a great time with you. I think we have made a connection that I need to tell you. I'm not who I said I am.
Tune in tonight to see the reaction when J.D. reveals that he is not the underpaid postdoc he claimed. He's really a millionaire 10th-year undergrad. Watch the conclusion.
Click. Ooh, stellar atmospheres, stellar interiors, and bass fishing.
How does this thing work? I push this button and nothing happens.
Move the button down while you cast. You know, Jim, all those waves, ocean waves are created by gravitational instability.
Do you want a cookie? My student sent them to me. Do I have a telecom today?
Is this comedy or drama? Click.
And so, in conclusion, I propose that we find terrestrial planets around sun-like stars by using optical interferometry, using dish network satellite dishes. Any questions?
Yeah, I should note that when we were working on the Hubble Deep Field, we found that star formation was constant out to redshift 5. My point is that I think you should think about using NICMOS for these observations at high redshift. Good otherwise.
Very good. I like it. Very nice.
I don't know what these two people are thinking. You call that astrobiology? More like half astrobiology. Just dismal. Hello? I'm busy right now, but what do you want?
Well, there you have it. Join us next week for another Astronomy Idol. Click.
Does your advisor speak in riddles? Do you wish you had a faculty decoder ring? Well, now you can. Observe the Daniel Eisenstein decoder ring and learn.
Ooh.
Now, from this plot, we can conclude that the Chick-fil-A sandwich is clearly inferior to McBird Blue Deluxe, this ability to reionize the universe.
I'm confused.
You're wrong.
If I were going to do this comparison, I would estimate the number of Chick-fil-A sandwiches that would ionize a volume comparable to the sound crossing distance in early epochs.
I am smarter than you. Could you arrange refreshments for next week?
Sure.
How much Chick-fil-A can our budget afford?
And who could forget this memorable moment?
Today I will be talking about the measurement of the negative muon magnetic moment.
Wow, am I exceptional?
This measurement was already completed on muonium. I just really wanted to say muonium.
I amaze myself.
You can find hidden meaning even in casual conversation.
If the Wildcats are going to get anywhere this March, they can't rely solely on Celine Stoudemire in the perimeter. They'll need Hassan to drive to the basket and drop fouls.
I am smarter than you about a great many things.
Yes, for only $29.95, you can get your own Eisenstein translator. And if you act now, we'll throw in the Dave Arnett analogy decryptor. Don't you want to know what your professors are really saying?
I think we could really tackle this problem with the MMT and the red channel.
That's an aggressive idea.
You will never finish your thesis.
Now, let me think about how we could do this.
Contacting collective. Link established. Information transfer.
I think that if we could take all your spectra and find a composite, we could make some estimate of the Californium to iron ratio. So you can find the chemical enrichment history of your quasars as a function of time. Now, if you were to study the metric, you might find that the predicted flux ratios would decrease as a strong factor of redshift. If you could overcome that by using strongly lensed Californium sources, you might be able to do some really interesting science. Let's see, the space density of your targets will be about 1 per cubic megaparsec. When a redshift is 0.645, the co-moving volume is about 18 cubic gigaparsecs. So you might find a good sample.
I really need to do laundry. These are my last clean socks.
Daniel, do you have a telecon at 2? I know I have a teleconference, but I don't remember with who.
You know, you could also work out a prediction for your detection rate fairly simply. It should only take about an hour.
Block off a week.
Call now and order your personalizable faculty translator, the Riki D. Riddler, the Rob D. Snortifier, the Liebert Eyebrow Wiggle Translator, the Einstein Translator can all be yours. Call 1-800-206-264.8 now.
Link. All right, where's my phone? This is Bob Rabbit-Papsport for KLBT News. We bring you a special address by Peter Stripmatter.
Good afternoon. And how are we all doing today? So much talent here in the audience. And that concerns me greatly. We cannot have that talent exposed to threats from other institutions. We have uncovered evidence concerning NOAO's IMP programs. It's troubling. NOAO plans to provide access to these tools to anyone just for the proposing. It's exactly the sort of ruthless egalitarianism which threatens to undermine the very foundations of academia. NOAO is part of an axis of evil, consisting also of the rogue states of ESO and Space Television. Together, they present a grave danger to our preeminence among the astronomical institutions. NOAO has ties to known educational organizations. We've already acted to seize the funds of the notorious astronomy camp. Just brazen acts of outreach on the soil of the Catalina Mountain. I promise you that we will not allow this threats to continue. Steward, along with our coalition partners, SAO and the Research Corporation, will stop at nothing to ensure our security unless Jeremy Mould agrees to surrender all astronomical instrumentation to NSF inspectors.
Our next skit is entitled, What a Piece of Work is Adam?
Adam, I heard you took your grad students on a trip to Africa
Why, yes, I did.
and made them pay the entire bill, including your ticket.
Well, of course, is that a problem?
Yes, they're suing.
Oh, I see. That's it. Perhaps I should take a sabbatical. I need to reinvigorate, explore my many talents. What to do first? All the world is a stage after all. Yes, that's it.
Welcome to the Royal Tucson Theater auditions. Name?
Adam Burroughs.
Begin.
What a piece of work is man. How noble in reason. How infinite in faculty people. In apprehension, how like a god.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
Copy. That's the FJ says. Perhaps this theater will appreciate my talent. What are my steward colleagues doing here, I wonder?
Three witches? Okay, begin.
When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain? Do you think we should reschedule outside monsoon season?
When the grand proposal is done, when the task is lost and won.
That will be ere the set of sun. Is this the meeting I'm supposed to be at? No, we are the tack. Oh, sorry.
Double, double, toil and trouble, strumble, burn, and nitrogen bubble. Header of a funny code, that the ram doth overload. Eye of you and toe of Connie, wool of bat, and tongue of Don E. A liquid cool 3T3 E cray, ducked out to the lenslet array. Double, double, toil and trouble, strumlo, burn, and nitrogen bubble.
Scalar transforms, tooth of McWolf, the retreat homework, shaky through. Alta's monks of smoke and spark, root password tapped in the dark. Time of the moon descent, nose of Todd and Roger Thompson's lips.
Double, double, toil and trouble, strumlo, burn, and nitrogen bubble.
Cool it with some squirrel blood, then the charm is firm and good.
What are these so withered and so wild in their attire, that look not like the inhabitants of the observatory, and yet are in it? You should be theorists, and yet your telescope proposals forbid me to interpret that you are so.
Cut, cut. Thank you, Tax. That will be all. Who's next?
I am.
Welcome to audition for Mayor Bob Walkup's Men. What's your specialty?
Run Force and Supernovae.
What?
Failed stars and big busts.
Much like our usual performances. Begin.
Is this data which I see before me? The header toward my hand. Come, let me flat field thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still.
Thank you, thank you. That will be all.
Maybe the stage is not yet ready for me. Perhaps I should return to my research. In C or not in C, that is the question. Whether it is faster in the end code, 80 columns of outdated Fortran, or to program it with a sea of pointers and by compiling crashes. To crash, to run, no more. And by a run, we say to end the errors and the segmentation faults. That code is error 2. It is a compilation devoutly to be wished. To crash.
Stop! Make it
To
stop!
run.
Make it stop!
3, 2, 1.
What has just transpired?
Cancel servicing mission 4. It is most retrograde to our desire.
Ah, Hamlet. Let not thy mother lose her prayers, Hamlet. I pray thee, stay with us. Go not to Wittenberg.
Wittenberg? What Max Planck Institute is that? I have not applied for a job there.
'Tis a loving and fair reply.
Ah, Mrs. Cranston, Grad and Stern, my dear friends. What have you deserved at the hands of fortune that she sends you to prison hither? Grad school is a prison.
That was astronomy one.
A good one in which there are many wards and dungeons, grad school being one of the worst.
We think not, my lord.
Why, then 'tis none to you people. For there is nothing either good or bad, but reading makes it so. To me, 'tis a prison.
Why then your ambition makes it one. 'Tis too narrow for your mind.
Oh, I could be bounded in a seashell and count myself a king of infinite disk space, were it not that I have bad data.
Come on, Adam, hurry it up. Come
Alas,
on, come
for
on.
Yorick, I knew him, Horatio, a fellow of infinite loops, yada yada yada.
Ah, should I know a T-Tari star from another one? And a disc, and his X-ray emission. Hemophilia.
Excuse me, I am an expert in low-mass stars.
Before him, fair-faced, toured his tenure with a hey nanny nanny and a legacy proposal, and rosemary for love, and pansies for thought, and a fib detector for good photometry.
I suppose that's more normal.
Hamlet, I'm Laird, Tease. Thou hast killed my budget proposal.
Give me your pardon, sir.
I will know reconcilement.
Bad special effects. CGI shot. Bad. Not good. How can we end this blasted skit?
Well, it is Shakespeare after all. The rest is, fortunately, silence.
I got all the telescope time.
Bob Rappaport with the latest news. Operation Astronomy Freedom commenced in the early hours of the morning with a daring dark time raid on Kitt Peak. Stewart Air Forces dropped mercury vapor lamps with self-contained nuclear power supplies into the domes of NOAO telescopes, while special forces from LPL wrapped CCD doers in wool blankets. Director Stripmatter stated that NOAO's failure to cooperate with the inspectors could no longer be ignored. The inspectors who were snowed in at O'Hare and had not yet set foot in Tucson were unavailable for comment. An RAO issued a statement strongly condemning the coalition's actions and was promptly ignored.
I don't have anything funny. The next skit is titled Office Space. Good morning, guys.
Hello. How's it going? You seem to have forgotten the cover sheet on the paper you submitted to AppJ. Did you get the memo from Rob about the AppJ cover sheet?
Yeah, I got the memo. I know it was yours. It's the right side of the left blank.
I'll make sure you get another copy of the memo, okay? Thanks a lot.
gotten the cover sheet. Did you get the memo?
Yeah, I got the memo. I just forgot, okay?
That's great, because all the AppJ submissions now need the new AppJ submission cover sheet. I'll just go make sure you get another copy of that memo, okay? By the way, do you know what meeting I'm supposed to be at?
Hello, Stewart Dome. Yeah. Hello, Stewart Dome. Okay. Hey, Rob. Yeah. Yeah, I got the memo. Yeah, sorry I forgot the cover sheet. But there's really no problem because I've already emailed it. Yeah, thanks, Rob. Bye now.
Can't wait until the fourth-year students don't have to be a desk anymore.
Fourth year, I'm still in there.
At least we don't have another person in here who's really unfun.
Well, due to the large number of postdocs and Ramil, I have to relocate our fifth-year students to this office. Oh, what? I just stand there. How about right over here? Yeah.
When are you finishing?
I'm still working on my code.
If you finish soon, I'll buy you 5 cases of beer. Your choice.
But I haven't started writing yet.
All right, fine. How's 2 cases if you just start working from home?
Oh yeah, due to the office space issue, he's been telecommuting from the .9 meter and keeps being cut off.
meeting is.
Morning.
Morning.
Well, what have you got for theses?
Well, there's brown dwarfs and extrasolar planets, brown dwarfs, disks and extrasolar planets, brown dwarfs and Sloan, brown dwarfs, extrasolar planets and Sloan, brown dwarfs, extrasolar planets, disks and Sloan, Sloan, extrasolar planets, disks and Sloan, Sloan, brown dwarfs, Sloan, Sloan, extrasolar planets and Sloan, Sloan, disks, Sloan, Sloan, extra planets, Sloan, L dwarfs and Sloan.
Sloan, 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 Sloan,
Sloan, Sloan, Sloan, brown dwarfs and Sloan, 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 cosmic origin spectrograph, Sloan, Sloan, Sloan.
Sloan, lovely Sloan, wonderful Sloan.
Or narrowband X-ray optical and IR imaging and SPH modeling of interacting galaxies with weakly interacting dark matter in an membrane quintessence cosmology with a flaring brown dwarf on top in Sloan.
Without Sloan.
Well, there's Sloan brown dwarfs, disks and Sloan. That's not got much Sloan in it.
I don't want any Sloan.
Why can't he have brown dwarfs, extrasolar planets, Sloan, and disks?
That's got Sloan in it.
It hasn't got as much Sloan in it as the Sloan, brown dwarfs, disks, and Sloan.
Sloan, 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 Sloan.
Could you do the brown dwarfs, extrasolar planets, Sloan, and disk without the Sloan? Blah! What do you mean blah? I don't like Sloan! Shut up! Shut up!
Bloody Sloanies. You can't have have brown dwarfs, extrasolar planets, Sloan, and disks without the Sloan.
I don't like Sloan.
Shh, don't cause a fuss. I'll have your Sloan. I love it. Having Sloan, cosmic origins, spectrograph, Sloan.
Shut up! Cost is off.
Well, could I have your Sloan instead of Costa?
You mean Sloan.
For the contributed poster of the Grad play, White Horse in the Age of Galactic Disco. So I hope you'll enjoy that. And thank you to the consortium of the Stewart Observatory Overworked Postdocs. That's their appearance. 5 minutes. Like, talk amongst yourselves.
I can understand because I'm like, yeah. No, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Not knowing anything. It's cool.
Oh, I see. Oh, this one? That one?
Ouch. What, are you cold? Well, I like the sun. How you manage it? Well, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, you can understand just enough to make sense of it.
Probably translate most of the
Just, yeah. Between, well.
Okay, Sloan is a massive sky survey program which has like 100 million co-authors. It's about what I know about it.
Okay, that's one that we don't know anything about. Okay. Well, of course we know about Franz and Franz. You know, that's a given. And office space, we know about that. There you go. And Fortran programs and a sea of pointers, and you can know that stuff. Professors who don't know.
You could probably get the gist of it from what you saw. We've all had those professors.
Well, I thought it was pretty interesting. Even the German, just from our limited experience with German.
What? Well, I have absolutely no idea. Usually a reasonable number.
It's just kind of hard to take sitting out here in the sun.
It's actually shady.
Shady there? Oh, well.
But it gets chilly.
Chilly, yes. Yeah, I thought the best tree
That's my first swimming experience. I'll see how bad it is.
Oh, I like the sun.
Oh, Ree was saying that you're best friend. Oh, my name's Laird. They're close. Best advisor.
This could be the start of a great film career.
You should know, if they go beyond the edges of my concentration. So I keep moving the camera. I don't know how bad it is. Trying to keep the important people in the center.
I've got to say, with the grand scheme of things,
No matter how bad it is, it's going to be good.
yes. I wouldn't worry too much about this one.
Oh, it's a little, yeah, it's all like a little bit like an inside joke. Yeah. How long you guys been playing? Okay. Well, yeah, it's been a little inclement, by our standards. Right. Well, I guess Maryland Maryland is No, that's I keep wondering what someone's looking at some of my great in the program. She's really having a very tough busy. Although I'm impressed. Working hard enough to research they can put together. I don't know what she was thinking. Yeah, I know. It'd be a cool. Yeah. Said something. Oh, we don't want to do that. Seems to work out pretty well. Your German interpretation. It's inexpensive.
That'd be a good picture. Yeah, I thought she was sliding up the back here.
But the other thing is,
and then the other chick's in quiet with a scooter on top.
I think they have a pretty or maybe you yeah. They decide for something. I mean, sometimes it takes a little yeah. Yeah, well, it's a nice place, you know. I mean, not too many grad students go around now. That's for sure. You guys have been out before, though, right? July's in. Well, it depends on the monsoon. Like, then it's kind of fun. There's no monsoon. It's like, they put it in. It was like, but it's hot. Yeah, no, this is a better time of the year. Although this is chilly. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I'm glad you guys are here.
For the oboe.
Yeah, I'm wow, look at that. Look at that unit. You had to bring the professional here and talk to you. Is this something that's like a Zoom and a telephone?
This is a 20 into 70, so like medium range. Right. I wasn't sure how close to the space I could get you. Yeah, backed off.
I love to believe it will be auditorium.
Yeah.
That was a fine German accent you had.
Hints of organicness in his voice, I think. Right.
I think it would take so much effort to renovate our office. We can please clean it. What? We can please clean it. Yeah.
Select the wrong word. From high school. Yeah, I can try.
Don't ever turn that off.
No, I didn't.
No? Hey, are you doing a halftime coverage, like interviews and stuff? I did that last year.
Is your camera?
No. Whose camera is this?
I don't know. It's going. It's on.
It's going?
Yes.
Is there a zoom in this?
Don't make the end conflict.
I've never seen you drink beer, and that's your second, isn't it?
Huh?
Is that your second beer?
Yeah, my second. What?
I never knew. Why don't you come to Cigar and Bloody Mary night?
I'll try.
I took you off the list because you didn't come for so long, so I'm moving. I don't know. I think I'm gonna move. So did Heather get off already this morning? So is she coming?
It's kind of free.
I still have one line.
Yeah, yours?
Especially next to Grad.
Sunlighting careers of steward astronomers. So this skit is called Don't Quit Your Night Jobs. First, you can come forward, we have Jim Liebert, whose secret job is tech support.
I had that same problem with my email. I never did solve it. Do you have a grad student you could ask? And if you figure it out, could you please tell me? And you know where my meeting is?
Next, we have Jill Bechtold, yoga instructor. Breathe in, breathe out, in, out, feel the calm. Calm, I said! Calm! What a bunch of losers. Next, we have George Freaky, fashion designer.
Plaid is the new black.
Next, we have Daniel Eisenstein, stand-up comic.
So an electron and a positron walk into a potential well.
And last on our secret jobs to steward faculty, we have Laird Close, monk on a vow of silence.
This is Bob Rappaport. Director Strip Matter today declared major hostilities over as coalition troops captured the last NOAO held territory. Jubilant crowds pulled down the 4-meter Mayall telescope in the heart of Kit Peak. Wait, this just in. Despondent crowds have pulled the Mayall 4-meter telescope down on top of the 90-inch Bach telescope. Steward forces are reported to be moving on Wynn, which was previously considered neutral territory.
present Lord of the Mirrors. 3 mirrors for the theorists who never see sky. 7 for the instrumentalists in their lab or so. 9 for the observers who work all night. 1 for the Dark Lord on the Dark Throne, the land of Studor, the shadows lie. And that's everyone we promised an MMT mirror to. Now, grad students are small, harried folk who live in the dome, far away from the cares of the wider world, like faculty meetings and tenure review committees. They do not undertake great surveys, or build space telescopes, nor are they counted among the very wise. The big folk, faculty and postdocs, and Ramil, it is the one love of grad students is free food. Now that is unfair. They are also quite skilled in the brewing of ale. What's that you say, Doug? That's postdocs. Well, they're also skilled in the smoking of pipeweed. Well, in any case, the hearts of the grad students truly lie with high signal-to-noise data and good dark skies. And so life in the dome goes on as it has for many an age, until one day.
I'm so glad you're back.
You don't think I'd miss your office mate Bilbo's graduation, do you? Now where's the wine and cheese?
11 years is far too short a time to spend among such excellent grad students. But now I'm leaving. I've put this off far too long. Goodbye.
Oh, he disappeared. Where'd he go?
What just happened, Gandhi?
Bilbo has gone to become a postdoc. He's left you his office and all his useless junk, including his mirror.
That bloody great thing? What am I supposed to do with that?
I'd stick it in the closet with Hans Walter's old homeworks and don't tell anyone about it. Frodo, where's the mirror? You haven't told anyone about it, have you?
No, it's right here. What are you doing?
There, on top of the honeycombs, beneath the glass. What do you see?
Well, one very bad CGI'd Hulk.
You've been hitting the pipeweed again.
Oh, and there's something else. It appears to be in latex, but I can't read it.
It is the black speech of Studor, which I will not utter here. Translated, it says, 1 mirror to rule them all, 1 mirror to find them, 1 mirror to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. This is the 1 mirror forged by the Dark Lord Sauron to extend his dominion over all astronomical research.
But I thought Sauron was destroyed by the last alliance of theorists and observers.
No, his components were dispersed and his funding canceled, but he wasn't destroyed. Now he's gathering his servants once again to bring all the lands under a second dark time. I have seen it in a vision, a great integral field unit, slitless, wreathed and lensless. And now it's seeking its greatest weapon, into which it invested all its power.
Then we must be rid of it. Take it, Gandhi, take it.
Oh, no. You must understand, Frodo. I would use this mirror out of desire to do science. But I haven't spent a day at a telescope in my entire career.
You spend nights at telescopes?
See? Anyway, for me it would wield a power too great to be imagined. You see, Frodo, magic mirror is a lot like an adaptive mesh refinement code. It's an object of tremendous power which can do a great many things, almost none of which you want it to.
So how did Bilbo get it?
Long ago, after the last battle in which Sauron was defeated, the director of the West claimed it for his own. He was ambushed and the mirror lost for a long age. Then it was discovered by a most unlikely creature, a student.
Gollum.
Yes, it whispered to him, promising that the telescope would be finished in time for his thesis. He crawled into a cave under the Catalina Mountains, and there it consumed him. For 500 years, he worked on his thesis in vain, until the mirror sensed its master's return and abandoned him.
So what do we do?
We must take the mirror to Elrod and Rivenwash. I'll meet you in Aspen on the way there. And remember, you must leave Frodo Baggins in the dome. From now on, you are Mr. Underdesk. Wait, do you hear something? Samwise Gamgee, do not meddle in the affairs of the theorists, for they are subtle and quick to anger.
Yeah, Dave, honest. Please, don't make me debunk Kaiko.
I have a better use for you.
Well, here we are in Aspen. This is it. Hello, my name is Mr. Underdesk. We're here to meet Gandhi.
Gandhi, do you think I can keep track of him? I've been trying to get him to sort out the arrangements for the Wizards Conference for 6 weeks. If you see him, you tell me.
Meetings are like ferromagnetism. My furry pink feet. Oh well, I guess we better have a few beers.
Wow, those are some grade 8 beers, Mr. Frodo.
There once was a theorist from Princeton. Oops.
You draw far too much attention to yourself, Mr. Underdesk.
What do you want with me?
I know what it is, you Perry.
Frodo awkwardly conceals 8.4 meter beer behind him. I carry nothing.
I can go and see when there's a faculty meeting, but to disappear entirely, that is a rare gift indeed.
Who's this then?
I am Edogorn, postdoc of Aronson. I was supposed to meet Gandave here to escort you poor little twerps to Rivenwash.
How do we know Gandhi sent him?
I think a servant of the enemy would look fairer and seem fouler.
Enough chit-chat. You're being pursued by the Nazagul and by the chiefest of Sauron's slaves, Himnizu. We leave now.
Ah, Rivenwash, Mr. Frodo. You're here already? You cut out more plot than Peter Jackson.
We've only got half an hour. What happened to you?
Strip Matter the White has turned against us. And what's more, he's bred a foul army of Natslings to do his bidding.
It's time then for you to take up your destiny, Edogorn. Give me the shards of 90 prime. By the skill of my blesser, they can be reforged.
Yeah, destiny. So where's the teaching undergrads? So where's Julian?
You just stay away from her. She's gone over the sea into the west.
What? Hawaii? You know how they treat women as faculty there?
Sorry, I'm late. Coffee. No, Rob. The enemy has arisen and is seeking his mirror. It does not lie within our power to destroy it. It must be cast into the rotating furnace from whence it came.
Excuse me, can we have less political discussion and more science? Let's think of the abstract on the agenda.
Excuse me, I started this coffee. Now, as I was saying, someone must carry the mirror back to the mirror lab of doom in the heart of Studor and destroy it.
And during that, we suffer so much fear and doubt over so small things.
I will take it, but I do not know the way.
I will help you in this.
You have my wide field imager.
My two-mass data.
And my Beowulf cluster.
If this is the will of the council,
Very well. You shall be the fellowship of the mirror.
Fellowship? Does that come with travel money? Well, now that we're on the road to Studor, we have to make a decision. Do we cross over the mountains or go beneath them? Finley, you must know about the low road.
No. No, that's the name of it. MNO, the Moria Neutrino Observatory. Sounds like a great idea.
Great.
Sounds like a great idea, he says.
Ah! They've got a red squirrel! What new devilry is this?
It is no thief of NASA, a demon of the inner beltway. This facts are of no more use here. This foe is beyond any of you. Edagorn, take care of them. You shall not pass. I am a servant of the nuclear fire, wielder of the laser of Nith. The dark bureaucracy will not avail you, drone of Washington. You shall not pass. Fly, you fool!
The freshmen will be after us as soon as night falls and they recover from their hangovers. We're going to make for Caltech. On second thought, let's not go to Caltech. It's a silly place.
Hey, Frodo, why don't you let me have the mirror? We could defeat Sauron, and I'd never have to beg for flash speakers again.
What you say would seem wise, except for I'm not a complete idiot. Batsling!
Boy, this is some nice wilderness, Mr. Frodo.
What have we got to eat, Sam?
Let's see, cloakroom brownies. And cloakroom brownies. Oh, look, more cloakroom brownies. Russell.
We are not alone. The name of this laptop is sting.as.arizona.edu. You've seen it before, haven't you, Gollum?
Just kill him and be done.
No, Sam, he had the mirror before Bilbo, and he's been to Stuart before. He's going to lead us there, aren't you?
Yes. We'll show them the road. Nice grad student.
Swear it on the mirror.
Yes. We swears it. We swears it on the precious.
You were not too different from a grad student once, were you, Craig? Craig Kulesa, that was your name once. Before your prelims?
Wow, these planes in Beretta really stink. Nice summer, Myamer. I like how it matches your socks. What news from Infraredheim?
Do not expect much welcome there. King George has fallen under the evil influence of strip matter. He no longer recognizes science from fundraising.
Well, that's great. Now what do we do?
We could try blowing something up.
That's always your answer.
How do you open these incredible packets of unlock?
See the string? Leave your lads. You untie. Ah! Strip matter! Run! Can't, Dave!
But you fell.
Ah, yes. Theorists are like core collapse supernovae. They bounce.
Just about impossible to understand.
Come, we must make for isoiras in the gallium hall of Mipsicell. We have to convince George to go to the aid of Mina Smile. George, NOAO has need of you. You and the infrared herein must ride to the aid of Mina Smile. I must go now. Follow as fast as you can.
Enowin, bring me my armor. Okay. Where now is the scope and the rocket? Where are the legacy proposals? Where is the infrared excess? Where the extremely red objects? They have passed like cryogen boiling, like funding promised by NASA. The days have gone down in the west, behind the hills into shadow. These things have buttons like normal shirts. How have we come to this? Anowin, you must stay here and chair the task.
But I can fight, George. I'm a cheese grater.
No.
Wait, Mr. Frodo, this wilderness just goes on and on. I wish we had some CCDs. CCDs? What's CCDs, eh? Precious? Charge-coupled devices. Thin them, coat them, serve them up mosaic with a nice mess of narrowband filters. Even you couldn't say no to that.
Oh, yes, we could. We can keep these nasty chipses. We like our data raw and wriggling.
What do we have here? Orc spy?
Wait, you're not supposed to be in this scene.
What? Sorry, Dennis. Your request for screen time was turned down. But you hook up with Anowin. Oh, off screen. Darn it.
Nazgul! Nazgul!
Wait a minute, I thought they were supposed to have flying steeds by this point in the story.
Yeah, but they're only allowed to fly to the International Space Station. Plus, I think they're afraid to leave the ground anyway. Well, we better be heading on to Stewarder. I'm so tired, Sam. I can't do this anymore.
It's like one of those old papers, Mr. Frodo. The kind you wish you had to read for Dennis's class. When everything seemed darkest, the authors of those papers didn't give up and leave for industry. No, they kept going. They were holding on to something. And those are the papers that matter.
What are we holding on to, Sam?
That there's still jobs in this world, Mr. Frodo. And that they're worth applying for.
Venus Nile should be around here somewhere. There it is.
And it's
Venus
under siege.
Nile.
You know, give me 3 days and some timber. I could build a trebuchet that would take down that wall in 20 minutes.
Supposed to be defending city Finland.
Enormous special effects sequence. Netflix! Good talk, good talk.
You know, ocean waves are like the interiors of stars with the gravity waves and the... Ha! Got them. I'm up to 5.
I'm up to 17.
I'm not going to be outdone by a pointy-headed observer.
Enormous special effects sequence. I am Newman. Hey, how come I don't get a scene like that? Hush, you get to go home with the handsome hero, Dylan.
we never get past U of A parking and transportation. Throw it in.
You know, Sam, now that I'm here, I don't think I want to.
No! So that's it. It's over. That was one hell of a thesis, Mr. Frodo. Now what do we do?
Now comes the hard part, Sam. Applying for postdocs. Saving the world just isn't sexy anymore. It's been done. Everyone wants cosmologists now.
Oh, darn it. Cloudy again. Maybe it'll clear before my object. Let's see what's on the tube. Click.
Tonight, the Discovery Channel brings you a new documentary on the building of the Discovery Channel telescope in Flagstaff, Arizona.
Yeah, I saw that poster at the AAAS. You think Lowell would have picked a more interesting channel to partner with. Click.
The Fox News telescope. It only points to the right of the meridian. We think the counterweight's a little unbalanced.
No, it's fair and balanced. All the other telescopes are unbalanced.
The CNN telescope. Every half hour, we repeat the observing sequence.
The Oxygen Network telescope. It comes with both filters, O2 and O3.
Public Broadcasting brings you the Antiques Dome Show. With a look at ancient computers and outdated instrumentation on a variety of Arizona telescopes. This week, we're broadcasting from the 61-inch.
I was hoping to show the trading scope, where the tech crew swaps the VLC's alt and AS drives. Welcome to the Sci-Fi Channel telescopes, brought to you by Bill Tipp and Halton Arp, featuring the all-night Twilight Flat Marathon. All right.
Hello. I am Matthias Steinmetz. Bob Rappapapapapaport is Ave. With Operation Astronomy Freedom successfully concluded, we now turn to the question of NOAO's alleged instruments of mass publication. We have in our studio Chief Instruments Inspector Hans Rix. Herr Professor, Dr. Director, Inspector Rix. What evidence have you found of NOAO's IMP?
Instruments of mass publication related program activities? We didn't find a thing. Well, there was an integral field unit sketched on a napkin on Taudlauer's desk, and puny Richard Green had a partial set of Sloan filters buried in his backyard. That's it. Gemini South was just a hollow shell made out of paper mache. Which kind of explains the proposal software. The German institutes were against this from the beginning. I haven't felt like such a fool since I dressed up like a red squirrel for the Grad play 14 years ago. I quit.
Now from the Space Child's Mother Goose. This is the theory that Jack built. This is the flaw in the theory that Jack built. This is the mummery hiding the flaw in the theory that Jack built. This is the summary based on the mummery hiding the flaw that lay in the theory that Jack built. This is the constant K that saved the summary based on the mummery hiding the flaw that lay in the theory that Jack built. This is the erudite verbal haze cloaking constant K that saved the summary based on the mummery hiding the flaw that lay in the theory that Jack built. This is the turn of a plausible phrase that thickened the erudite verbal haze, cloaking constant K that saved the summary based on the mummery, hiding the flaw that lay in the theory that Jack found. This is chaotic confusion and bluff that hung on the turn of a plausible phrase that thickened the erudite verbal haze, cloaking constant K that saved the summary based on the mummery, hiding the flaw that lay in the theory that Jack built. This is the cybernetics and stuff that covered chaos, confusion, and bluff that hung on the turn of the plausible phrase and thickened the erudite verbal haze, cloaking constant K that saved the summary based on the mummery, hiding the flaw that lay in the theory that Jack built. This is the button to start the machine to make with the cybernetics and stuff to cover chaotic confusion and bluff that hung on the turn of a plausible phrase and thickened the erudite verbal haze, cloaking constant K that saved the summary based on the mummery, hiding the flaw that lay in the theory that Jack built. This is the space child with brow serene who pushed the button to start the machine that made with the cybernetics and stuff without confusion, exposing the bluff that hung on the turn of a plausible phrase and shredding the erudite verbal haze, cloaking constant K, wrecked the summary based on the mummery, hiding the flaw, and demolished the theory that Jack built.
Good. I'm a freelance committee. So we need to announce it's time the new format for the prelim. The format is belly dance. Okay, and now for the first question in our short answer section. Please describe briefly, but usefully, the principles behind adaptive optics. I need a moment.
One mode of correction. Two modes of correction. Tip, tilt. Three modes of correction.
Oh, God.
Please demonstrate the winding problem of galaxies and demonstrate its solution.
Okay, they're making a galaxy. Now winding up arms. Getting tighter. Tighter. This conflicts with the observations, I'm afraid. And now here's the solution. Nice, well-behaved density waves.
Very good, very good. Now next, regarding galaxies, could you please demonstrate the rotation curve of a spiral galaxy?
Here's the rising curve on the inner part. And the flat portion in the outer galaxy.
Right. Finally, could you explain what processes drive
turbulence, and convection.
Very good. All right, now the long answer section. What method do you use to determine the Hubble constant? No fair trying to do W math.
Standard, very difficult method is to use standard candles. And of course, we start out in the local universe with eclipsing binaries. And we move on to star clusters and main sequence fitting. And then, as we go further out into the universe, Cepheids and other pulsational variables. Now here we are, approaching the Virgo cluster. We have to move away from stars. And of course our determinations get more and more uncertain as we go out. Not that they're any good out to the Magellanic Clouds.
All right, next long answer question. Could you please demonstrate the evolution of a low-mass red giant star off the asymptotic giant branch and into the planetary nebula phase?
And here we are in envelope expansion as we're sending the AGV. And now we're going into the thermal pulse stage. Starting to lose quite a bit of mass in the superwind, and oh, she's going for a rotational mechanism. However, at least she isn't invoking binaries. All right, and we're starting to lose shells of material. Central core is collapsing now. Starting to ionize the envelope. Oh, and here we go. We're looking towards the final ejection. And there goes the last of the molecular hydrogen. And finally, we have a white dwarf and a planetary nebula.
All right, does she pass?
She's showing up. That was the first one she said. It's marshes. Yeah, Marsha, how come a person in business class doesn't pay the money?
I don't know. The next skit is Laird and the Lucky Charms. You can keep tipping if you want.
So, what is it you wanted to show me, Roger?
It's about some of the chow observers on the fourth floor. I'm afraid the AL psychosis effect has taken root.
AO psychosis.
Yes, an unfortunate condition where frequent use of adaptive optics systems running in the kilohertz regime inspires an inferiority complex in a slower reacting astronomer, who turns to a variety of chemical stimulants in an attempt to compensate.
We don't need drugs.
Worse, sugar-laden cereal. The first choice seems to be Lucky Charms. Honestly, I laid all of this out in my third-grade science report, where I described the role adaptive optics play on large telescopes and the side effects on astronomers who would use them.
Right. Well, if it's just cereal, how bad could it be?
Well, take a look at Laird. We've talked to his wife. He's going through 7 boxes a day. During the last Aries run, he implicitly stopped all the software so he can manually control the positions of all 335
But after the second bolt, he closed the loop and was getting swelled to 40% in 1 micron. So rather than replace the shaft hardness sensor too, but we ran out of milk.
At least he's finally stopped.
That was a week ago. Now we just eat them straight from the box. He says the milk slows him down.
Whoa, hey. Hey guys, how's it going? Peter, how's the wife? Did you see my last 3 budget proposals? I'm sorry the 4th one was not ready yet, but I had some students come into my office asking about the role of weak magnetic field would play for life on Mars. So I started talking about how the paramagnetic properties of the early Martian core and how we could derive the frequency of Martian pole flips based on a basic understanding of magnetohydrodynamics. And then I started about the working of the SDI camera and about how the seeing was highly dependent on the atmospheric conditions of a given night. And that would really affect our ability
I'm not noticing any difference, Roger.
I'm glad you're here. I need your help redesigning the interface for the MMTAO system. It turns out I have to open the loop for 37 milliseconds every 3 seconds while I'm blinking. I can offset this by raising my eyelids open with toothpicks. That only gets me up to the first 12 Zernicke modes. Now, I figure I can get up to 20, but I need your help to dispense Lucky Charms much faster. I mentioned, the Lucky Charms here.
Do you mind giving?
Yeah, but you see, the problem is the Lucky Charms here, they're just not as good as the here at the MMT. They're not as good as the ones in the BLT. I mentioned how nice the Lucky Charms are at the BLT are. They have a very nice dispensing
Really,
Second, in that time I have to correct the deformable mirror at least 400 times. I don't have this pile of seconds. I can just...
Isn't Phil Higgins just stealing your cereal over there?
Everyone's always after my Lucky Charms.
So what do we do, Roger?
Well, I think the first step would be to transfer them to our lunar telescope control station once it's built.
You mean the one for your spinning liquid mirror on the lunar South Pole?
No, that was just a prototype. The final product will be an interferometer composed of spinning liquid mirrors on the Moon, Titan, Mercury, Ceres, Pluto, Quaoar, Europa, Earth, Triton, Rupert, and Molly.
What were those last 2?
Rupert and Molly? We're going to construct those out of the debris of Mars. Once we've destroyed it with the next generation lasers for AO guide cells. We need to at least quadruple our laser guide cell programs if we're going to make our 2012 deadline for taking out Mars.
Destroy Mars? Why would you possibly want to destroy Mars?
Well, there wasn't any choice, really. It was in the way of the collimated beams from the other informative elements. By the way, I'd appreciate it if you could support my proposal here. Phil Pinto's put in a competing proposal to use nukes to do it, and it'd be very helpful if we could set the course of action now.
I still don't see how any of this helps us treat Leia than the others.
Oh, I don't want to treat them. I need them. To run the AO system for the informative evidence, I'll plan a status viz. My original plan was to just disperse the atmosphere with more lasers, but it turns out that dispersing this atmosphere would further endanger the Mount Graham red squirrel.
Isn't all this a bit much to find nearby terrestrial planets?
I've already moved beyond that. This interferometer will be used mainly to find extrasolar Kuiper belt objects, for which I need the rapid refresh rate I can only get from a sugared up astronomer.
Not you too.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not eating them. I just wanted to show Roger the new astronomy edition.
Astronomy edition? Of Lucky Charms?
Sure. We entered into an agreement with General Mills Corporation to make a special edition of the cereal. Once they discovered that astronomers now make up 80% of their profits. Although, might I point out, we can get the generic version from Costco for about half this. In fact, I did that last summer at astronomy camp, and the campers and I set up the first working multi-conjugate adaptive optics system in the world.
Well, sounds like a great way to hook up more astronomers for when the interferometer is finished.
Here, take a look. There are blue wavefronts, silver deformable mirrors, red puzzle cells, gray rolls of duct tape.
Those black marshmallows.
Oh, those are narrowband H filters. They've got everything. Plus each box has a piece of an AO system that you can assemble yourself.
Damn, another 12 by 12 lenslet for a Shaq Hartman sensor. I've already got 3 of these. I only need 137 accurate and I'm going to make first light.
Roger, I don't think I like the way that you're encouraging this. I mean, how many of our people are addicted to Lucky Charms?
Well, only 18 so far, including 6 graduate students. But the effect is still pretty dramatic. Take a look at Chris Walker.
That's incredible.
That reminds me, Peter, we need to admit more graduate students next year if we're going to get the affirmative working in math position.
Wait, did you say more grad students? I've been wondering what to do with these NWA offices that we captured during Operation Astronomy Freedom. And at only 50, my empire is looking rather small. To the mailroom. We need to order more Lucky Charms.
I need one of these. It's not as good as the dichrosis you get in the Lucky Charms of the DLT, though.
Next bit is the director recall election. And I'm Bob Rappaport with KLBT News, where it's all astronomy all the time, except during August, when we bring you non-stop monsoon coverage. We now take you live to Stewart Observatory, where the campaign to recall Director Peter Stripmatter is gaining momentum. Director Stripmatter is currently speaking to the department in an attempt to keep his job. And I believe we will take you there shortly. Seem to be having some problems with the satellite feed.
My fellow astronomers, my tenure as director has been tremendously successful. We've started thinking about the LBT upgrade, the giant Magellan telescope, the Roger Angel Lunar telescope. What about the power outages? Power outages? Yes, try being awake this month. But they were at 5 in the morning, and you were warned. Was any scientific data lost?
I didn't get Astro PH on those days.
So no, then.
Ha! I can't wait for the recall.
Who will you vote for?
Oh, I don't know. I'm leaning towards the directorator.
But she's completely unqualified.
So?
She doesn't even have a PhD. She hasn't even passed her prelim.
But since she came back from Germany, she has that great accent and she has a wonderful smile.
Well, I'm voting for Diane Foss. She used to be my student, you know. She's definitely qualified.
Welcome back to KLBT News' exclusive coverage of the final debate between the candidates for Stewart Director. Many of our candidates were unable to make it tonight, including Cosmic Latte Davis, Naked Chitori Star, Gary Coleman, Jeremy Mould, Eric from Eric's Fine Foods and Ice Cream, Tom Bolgi, Diane Watts, Ben Oppenheimer, Saddam Hussein, the other Ben Oppenheimer, Arun Squirrel, and Chekhov from the original Star Trek. We'll be asking questions of those candidates who did show up. The first question of the debate for our candidates is, what changes would you make as director of Stewart? Nick Siegler, you're first.
We need a hot tub in the director's office. I'm thinking of converting the director's conference room.
Daniel Eisenstein?
There aren't enough exams in the grad classes. I'll require each class to have 3 midterms, an oral final, and a written final, plus weekly pop quizzes.
Directinator.
There will be no more studying of the puny little dwarfy stars. We will study quasars and AGNs and things of that nature.
I told you she wasn't qualified. You should vote for Diane Foss. Did I tell you she used to be my student?
Dr. D, what changes would you make?
Well, we're going to build telescopes on Mount Graham, and we're going to build telescopes in Chile, and we're going to build telescopes in Hawaii, and at L1, and at L2, and on the moon, and then we're going to come back to Arizona and reduce the data!
The second question was submitted by the graduate students of Stewart Observatory, who asked, what are your qualifications for the directorship? Daniel Eisenstein, you're first this time.
I'm confused. I thought it was obvious that I'm the most qualified. I got the directorial lazy boy.
A
Unlike these other characters, I spent a lot of time in the director's office after storming in. If I'm elected, I won't have to storm nearly as far.
Dr. Dean? Well, I had a very strong showing among Tucson astronomers in the Arizona exit polls. This should be an election I can win.
And finally, Directinator, what are your qualifications for the position?
I have the accent.
Very good. Our final question. How would you raise money to combat our budget shortfall? Jill Bechtold.
I'd bet in way out. Again. Those losers have never pulled their weight around here.
Dick Siegler.
I'll auction off the old MMT nair. I've calculated we only need to sell them off 10,000 times to completely fund the department for the duration of my term. We're already almost halfway there.
And Directinator.
I will terminate your budget shortfall.
Well, that's all the time we have tonight. Tune in tomorrow when KLBT News will bring you the results of the director recall election. Bad jazz, bad jazz, bad jazz, ABC, bad jazz, bad jazz. Welcome back to Morning Edition on KLBT. The Directinator has just won the Stewart Observatory recall election. We take you now to her acceptance speech.
Thank you to the graduate students and the postdocs and Romil and the people of that nature for electing me. All I have to say is, I'll be back.
The final skit, the one you've all been waiting for, Jim's meeting.
I haven't seen him all day. You must have forgotten again.
Yeah, it's been an hour.